Good day, adventurers, and welcome back to another video for Fable Beard Company. I am the apprentice, and today I'm going to bring up the query, which one do you prefer, the natural beard look or a stylized beard look?
May your beards be forever blessed, and treasure forever upon your door.
Do you prefer your beard to just grow out in its natural manner, still using products, still, shaping it, keeping it clean as much as possible, but do you prefer that? Or are you one to trim your beard, have a specific shape to it, put in product to make it look a very stylized, specific way? Before we get started, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below, which one do you prefer to go with? I always love finding out, different people's opinions when it comes to the choices that they do for their beards. I think it's very essential and important to understand that part of this community. Now, again, the question, natural beards versus stylized beards. Let me give a little bit of a definition on what I mean by a natural beard look. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about, keeping it, like you don't clean it. I'm not talking about not using product or anything like that. You're going to use product, at least I hope you do. But I'm talking about, do you just let it grow out? Do you aim for length? Do you aim to not trim it as much as possible? Or when I'm talking about stylized beard, this one's a bit more understandable. Do you aim for a specific style? Do you like the Van Dyke look? Do you go for the ducktail look? There's a bunch of different styles out there, and they continue to grow. So which one do you prefer to take on? Now, there can be pros and cons to both of them. For your general natural look, this does help out with the process of going for length. It can also help for a thicker look. There are some people that when they are aiming to go from a stylized look to a natural look, sometimes before they used to trim underneath their neck and they had a specific line that they went to, now it makes it a little bit harder to have that dense, thicker, fuller look for their longer beard. So for that process of going for a natural look, the main goal that you're hoping to go for might just be length or width, just the denseness of it overall. Now, there are a couple of cons that some people have to face when they're going for that natural look for a beard. One of those is the overall appeal that other people view onto that person who has that natural beard, and also going into the range of professionalism. You see, for those of us who have longer beards or the natural look, there are just some people out there that prefer something stylized or something shorter that's more like stubble. And that is okay. That's their opinion. That's what they find to be attractive. But luckily, there are plenty of people out there that do find a natural look to still be an attractive, appealing part or a partner. Now, the other side of the appeal has to do with professionalism. Can beards be professional? Now, we've answered that in a past video. Yes, they can be. You have to take care of them. But unfortunately, there are some companies that may require some people to have a shorter beard or at least highly maintained facial hair that it kind of cuts into the domain of a stylized beard. Now, regarding stylized facial hair, there's a bunch of different styles that you could go over and that you could have. I personally have thought about doing that, but I mainly just focus on my mustache for style. Now, on the side of stylized beards, there are a couple of pros and cons with this. A couple of those pros might be, yes, the appeal is higher. I have female friends that have significant others that for their facial hair, they prefer it trimmed in a certain way. They like that style and find it to be attractive. Also, again, on the side of professionalism, you have a higher chance of getting that job if you have a certain style of beard. Now, some pros, or one major pro that I think goes into a stylized facial hair, is that there's a lot of work that goes into it. Granted, there's a lot of work that goes into both, maintain a whole lot of facial hair, but then also maintaining a specific style. This goes into you have to keep it trimmed a certain way. You have to consider the certain shape that you want. You might have to have certain products stocked up on when it comes to keeping it styled. Now, for me personally, I'm kind of this weird in-between area. My beard area, I try to keep it as natural as possible. I don't trust myself when it comes to trimming my own facial hair, so I try to keep that natural look. I do try to keep it shaped well, but for the stylized part, I mainly aim for my mustache. I try to aim for the handlebar mustache look, going for that curl or going for some width. I like going for both. Some days I think about the possibility of going ahead and trimming everything down, but I like the journey of growing out my facial hair. So what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you prefer the natural look for facial hair? Longer, maybe harder to maintain because it gets a little frizzy, a little harder to tame overall? Or do you prefer stylized beard? There's a lot of work that goes into keeping it that specific style. Or are you somewhere in the middle like me, where you have one part that's styled and the other part you just kind of let go and let it do its thing? Where are you? What's your routine when it comes to that stylized beard? What's your routine for your natural beard look? Because there's a lot of work that can go into both of them. Go ahead and comment down below your thoughts, your routines. I'm very interested to go ahead and read those and maybe even consider it for myself. Once again, everybody, thank you for watching this video. This is one that has been on my mind for a little bit because I've been seeing a lot of people butting heads a little bit on the idea of those with natural looks versus those with style, which one is more professional, which one is more masculine when it comes to facial hair. So I wanted to put my thoughts out there. Either way, you have your different journeys that you're going on, and it's your story, it's your facial hair. Let that be your beard and let that be your story. Don't forget that anytime you go to purchase anything from Fable Beard Company, go ahead and put in that discount code for The Apprentice to get 25% off your next order. And as we always say here at Fable Beard Company, may your beards be forever blessed, whether it's a natural look or it's a stylized look, and may fortune, treasure, and knowledge forever at your door. Have a good day.